I have a friend that drinks like a 6 pack of Pepsi a day, and I wanted to give her a healthy alternative. Also, I used to like rum and cokes, and I haven't put soda or artificial sweeteners in my body in over 10 years, so chance for us both to have a natural alternative. So here's a recipe. I'm going to show you how we make it, but I wanted you to have this so you can make it at home as well. Two quick corrections on the video. Use more agave nectar. Use a whole 17-ounce bottle. It'll make more, and it won't be too lemony that way. Also, we love adding a cap full of vanilla. Gives it a little bit of a vanilla Coke flavor, but it doesn't overpower it. And I'll leave the recipe in the description.
Okay. Okay, we're going to make our own homemade Coca-Cola, and here's the ingredients. We're going to need to shave some lime peels, some lemon peels, orange peels, a little coriander, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and believe it or not, the ingredient that makes it taste much like Coke is a little lavender extract. And then our main syrup base will be agave nectar. So now we're going to prepare the ingredients. Okay, we're going to get a cheese grating tower, and we'll do the smallest holes. And let's get the lime going. Obviously, you kind of want to be a little careful here. You don't shave the skin off your fingers, with paws rather. So we did 2 small limes. Now we're going to do a lemon. Now we're going to do a whole orange. All right. So we've got what they call your zest of lime, lemon, and orange. Now here's the tricky part about making Coca-Cola. If you ever worked in a fast food place, you know you have 2 ingredients, the syrup and the soda. And you really can't mess with either one too much, which presents a problem. I got these spices, I've got these zest, I'm gonna have to put them in something and kind of liquefy them. Well, you can't use water because that'll screw up the carbonation. You can't use oil because oil and water don't mix, so what do? So here's my trick that I came up with. Lemon juice. We learned this by taking orange juice and mixing it with soda to make orange soda, and it did not mess up the carbonation. So this is our secret emulsifier that we're going to use to blend these together. Okay, we're going to set the zest aside for a moment, and we're going to need a good amount of lemon juice here that we're going to prepare this in. So I don't know, we're probably putting a full cup of lemon juice in there. Kind of see. That's how much lemon juice we have. Okay. Now we'll take our dry ingredients, and I'm going to do about half a teaspoon of coriander. I hate cinnamon, but this is for Rhonda's soda. So we're going to go 1, 2, did like 3. I didn't need to do that much, honestly, so I would do like 1 shake of that. Then the nutmeg, which we already have. So we're going to do about a half a spoonful about a 1/4 spoonful of nutmeg. Then ginger, which I also hate. We're going to just sprinkle a couple shakes of that in there. Okay, we'll come back to our syrups. And also, if you want it to be, okay, and also if you want it to be black, we have black food coloring, which will probably cause you to grow a 3rd nipple or something and cause cancer, but it's there if you want it. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to put this over on the stove. And we don't want to burn it, but we're going to get it going. And not really a boil, but kind of a high simmer. And of course, I got to remember not to, I also have to remember to put this in there. tell how much lemon juice you need, like we're making a little bigger batch, so I'm going to do another squirt of the lemon juice. Because remember, the lemon juice is what's going to liquefy it. So the more lemon, the more liquid. So we're going to add another big squirt in there. So we probably got a good cup of that. And we'll come back in just a moment once we have that simmered up. Okay, so kind of almost brought it to a little bit of a boil there. And I'm gonna put a lid on it for a minute and then let it cool down. Because we're gonna have to pour it into a plastic pitcher here to finish mixing it. Now, I'm making this for a friend that drinks way too much soda because it's a lot healthier than all the aspartame and stuff she was drinking. Now, she likes her caffeine, so this is only like about $3 at Walmart, and this is called what? Jet Energy?
Jet Alert.
Jet Alert. And this is just little white pills. And so I gotta not forget right now, while our liquids are hot, I'm gonna melt this into the liquids. And just a note, we put 2 of these in there, so it's 200 milligrams because it's gonna go into the syrup, and then the syrup's going into the carbonated water, so it dilutes a little bit. But the truth is, that's gonna give you a lot of caffeine. So if you've got someone hooked on energy drinks, this will be like drinking a healthy soda with the power of an energy drink. All right, our liquid's cooled down enough where it's not going to melt plastic. This is the smallest filter that I've got, but it'll work. And so we're going to go ahead and pour our liquids through a filter. And we're going to get a bunch of cold pulp stuff. I'm going to give that a minute, let it drain off. We'll come back after this drains. Okay, we've got our liquid, and it looks like that made about a half a cup is what we got. Can you see that?
Right there.
About a half a cup is what that made. Now we're going to add our syrup base, and you always hear about caramel coloring. We actually bought some caramel syrup. Big mistake. We tried using this, and oh my god, the caramel just overpowered everything. So, what I've used before for sodas, and it doesn't have an aftertaste, is agave nectar. And so what we're going to do is we got about a half a cup. We're going to go about another half a cup of syrup. And that's our main syrup mix. Now, what I was surprised with all these ingredients, you had to guess which one, makes it taste the most like Coke. Believe it or not, it was lavender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a capful. I'm going to go ahead and do like 2 capfuls of lavender extract. Now, this is black food coloring, and I got to warn you, when you take this thing out, you almost need to have gloves on because this will stain your hands, which is why I don't really want to put it in my body. But if you do need it to be black, then you can put just a couple of drops and be really careful handling this stuff because like I say, it will stain your skin. Okay, so we've got all of that. Now I want to stir that up. Mix it up real good. And folding that together. We got a really good looking mix here, kind of show you. Kind of a nice brown mix there. Now what we need to do is I got a couple of agave containers. So let's stir that up one more time. And let's pour that in here. Be careful drop out of that. Put a lid on there. Now, we've got all our ingredients in there. Let's shake that up. Get a cup. And some ice. That took me a really long time to get ice.
I forgot the carbonated water.
That's what's next. Now this is just carbonated water, and you can buy them at Walmart for 97 cents. Carbonated water, you can buy them at Walmart for 97 cents, okay? The only thing I gotta say is that if you're gonna put it in here beforehand, you gotta really watch it, because when you open soda and you pour some into it, it's gonna overflow, and in that whole bottle of seltzer, you lose the carbonation. So for right now, what I'm gonna do is slowly unscrew this. I'm gonna put a squirt of this in here. Well, I'm gonna I'll put some soda in here. Squirt of liquid. Tastes like Coke. Oh my God, it tastes like Coke. Okay. Now, if you have to have it black, be really careful with this stuff. So what you want to do, turn it and watch the drop fall out. There's one. There's two. Let's see what 2 looks like. I'm going to stir it up here. Oh, wow. Now, remember, that's 2 drops in just like a quarter of a cup here. But you can see that gives you that black Coke flavor. Of course, it'll probably also stain your liver and kidneys. But there's your black Coke. So, I'll make Coca-Cola. And other than that, toxic dye is pretty much all natural ingredients, and instead of sugar, you've got agave nectar. When in researching this, I was surprised that Coca-Cola is really just a citrus drink, is what it is. So there's no chemicals in the soda water. It's literally just carbonated water. You've got your spices, you've got your fruit, you've got some probably some corn syrup here in the. Oh, this is actually made with cane syrup. So really, there's not even corn syrup. And then you've got agave nectar sweetener. So really, this is pretty damn natural. And you will be surprised how much it tastes like Coke. Thanks for watching.